Doc, you guys coming off the 104 road trip, what is a victory like this, or what can a victory like this do for you guys moving forward?
Well, I don't know. It was just great to get a victory. We've been struggling. Today, both teams are struggling. You could tell both teams had played. This is one of those late end of the year games back to back where you can just see it. Both teams had to fly. Wasn't a lot of energy, a lot of missed shots. It's almost like the key players in the games tried to save it until the last 6 minutes and then started making shots. Lillard started making shots. Chris made shots. Jamal, JJ. I was happy with our execution. The last 3 minutes, I think we got with three or four quick layups. We got the three at the end. And the biggest play to me of the game was the defensive stop where, we didn't allow Lillard or McCullough to get the ball. And that was huge for us.
Yeah.
Chris, I think, throws the ball through Plumlee's legs.
Yeah. I mean, the play.
Talk me through that play.
Well, the play was great, except for he couldn't see him. I don't know how he got it to him. I really don't. Obviously, he threw it between the legs, but that just tells you who Chris Paul is. He was saying in the locker room, he said he was open from the beginning, but he couldn't get him the ball because he couldn't see him. He kind of stayed patient enough to improvise.
I think Robert kind of asked it, but I think it was JJ that talked about the Spirit kind of being in a weird place.
Yeah.
Are these the kind of wins that can kind of spark that, even if it is?
Like I said earlier,
Yeah.
I mean, we just, you go through the lows during the season, and when you win a game, you feel great. When you lose a couple, you don't. The win is nice. It makes practice better Saturday for sure, But, you just feel like each game right now for us, we got to grind it out. These guys have been playing at a high level of intensity since Blake's been out. And they're just trying to hold the fort. And that's what they're doing.
You've used that expression kind of to describe how you guys have had to win, to grind out games and stuff like that. How does that help you guys long term, having to win like this?
Yeah, that I don't know. I hope it helps us a lot when we are full strength, when we have the mentality. I mean, there was a lot of times I thought tonight where we could have said, we don't have it. Lillard makes the three, we don't have it. And yet you can hear Jamal in the huddle, we're going to win this game. We're going to win this game. I don't know if I believed them or not at times, but I think they believe that. And that's a nice thing to have on your team. When you have shooters and guys who can create, you have a chance every night at the end of the game.
Doc, how would you evaluate Austin's on-ball defense in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it was terrific. I mean, overall, I thought their two guards, they got loose down the stretch, but overall, when you see, 4 for 16, McCullough had 6 for 12, but only 12 attempts. The fact that we wouldn't allow him to get the ball, I thought was great for us. So we take that every night from all our guys. But guarding those guys is not just one guy. It takes a lot of guys to shut those two guards down. They're pretty good.
You guys have asked so much of Chris during this stretch.
Too much.
I know you feel that way. What's going through your mind in the first half when he goes down like that and is grabbing at his knee?
It's funny. I never think that way. How I had a guy go in a wheelchair in the first game against the Lakers. And honestly, I went in the huddle and said, okay, let's win this thing. And I never think that way. I won't allow myself to. I just think everybody, I didn't think he was hurt bad, but I didn't think he was going to play the rest of the game when CP went down. Honestly, I thought he went down hard enough. He's just a tough guy. And, only playing 31 minutes tonight was great, but those still were hard minutes. So we're just trying to get him the easiest minutes possible right now.
Did he hit?
I think it was knee to knee.
Need a hip or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Doc, what were your words of inspiration to the team as they were down by at least 7?
I didn't say much. I can't take any credit. That was all the players. You can hear them. Sometimes you go in a huddle and you feel like you got to pull one of those things out, speeches that they don't listen to. And then sometimes you go in the huddle when the players are self-talking, you shut up. And I was the quiet guy in the huddle today. I didn't need to say a word.
What about the electricity that Jamal comes out on?
Oh, he was huge. Yeah. It was great. We needed it. We need every point because last couple games, we have not had the ability to make open shots. And Jamal makes tough shots, and he really was the difference. That one stretch where he came in the second unit, that whole group kind of rallied us back into the game. Thanks, guys.
Guys will have